What's good? We are back with another episode of the Ghosts and Jokes podcast, hosted by your boy Malcolm Walker, aka Holodocious, aka the Big Mouth Boski, aka Chocolate Shoulders, Chocolate Thunder, whatever you want to call me today. I'm good with it. It's still hotter than fish grease outside. It's not in the hundreds anymore, but damn, it's still hot. My neighbor was outside cooking eggs on the sidewalk earlier. No skillet, them shits was sizzling. Bro, you know what? Before I really get into the meat of the podcast, bro, I feel like everybody mad about something these days. Everybody is mad about something. I'm mad about something too. You wanna know what I'm mad about? I'm mad about two things today. The first thing, they announced the iPhone 15, bro. Like, come on, bro. This some bullshit right here, bro. I just upgraded my iPhone last year. I had the iPhone 8 Plus for a minute, and I was like, fuck. They really shooting out iPhones out the ass. Like, who make like, bro? They making like, bro, just upgrade the ones we got already instead of just making new ones. This shit crazy. I upgraded from an iPhone 8 Plus to an iPhone 11 last year. And you know what the fucked up part is? I upgraded 3 iPhones and I'm still about to be 4 iPhones behind. That's crazy, bro. That's nuts. And soon this iPhone 11 ain't gonna work like it should be because they already announced the fucking 15. So that's what I'm mad about. I'm mad that they still making these freaking iPhones at lightning pace. Like, come on, slow that shit down. Give people time to catch up. That's the way I feel about it. I don't like that. The second thing I'm mad about, Hulu. Hulu, we got a bone to pick, motherfucker. I got a bone to pick with Hulu. First of all, Hulu is who I have my live TV with. Sometimes that should be skipping, but for the most part, it's good. But the thing I'm really upset with Hulu is the ads. I feel like if I got the live TV subscription, I shouldn't have to deal with ads, especially during a 30-minute episode. Now that's fucked up. This is what really pissed me off about Hulu. Hulu, bro, Hulu will sit there and play 3 2-minute ads on a 30-minute episode. What kind of shit is that? Nigga, that's 6 minutes going out the episode right there. 2-minute ads, three of them. Come on, how the hell you even fit three 2-minute ads in a 30-minute episode, bro? We only got 30 minutes to watch the episode, and you gonna stop that shit 3 times for 2 minutes? Come on, bro. It's no point in it. So that's what I'm mad about. I'm mad about the iPhone 15 and Hulu's ad placement. Hulu ad placement been ass. I've been saying this. They need to, like, I understand if it's like a 50-minute episode, that's not so bad. 50 minutes close pushing an hour, but 30 minutes? 30 minutes? And some episodes be like 25. It's not even 30 sometimes. Some of that shit be like a little short, like a little comedy episode or something like that. They be like 25 minutes. And Hulu stopped that shit 3 times. That's basically them saying, "Hey, nigga, you gonna buy that premium subscription? We gonna fuck you up until you buy that premium subscription. We gonna keep shooting these ads out the ass." I don't like that, dog. So yeah, that's the two things I'm mad about today. Fucking iPhone 15 being announced and the Hulu ad placement. Boy, I'm about to write a letter to Hulu, boy. I'm like, look, y'all got to stop this. But what I am happy about, I talked about the things I'm mad about. What I am happy about today, I realized how much I like getting up early. Y'all realize that shit? Look, I'm gonna tell y'all right now. If y'all want peace, if y'all just want the day to go by better, I'm telling you, wake your ass up at the crack of dawn. Get up at the crack of dawn, cause it's nothing but old people outside. Old people don't bother nobody. They quiet. They don't bullshit. All the fresh stuff is on the shelves in the store. I understand old people now. I used to be mad about it. I'm like, bro, why are they up so early? Like, I used to live with my grandma. And it would be like, bro, I'm not even bullshit. It'd be a school night too. She'll wake up crack of dawn, bro. I gotta wake up at like, damn, I don't remember what time I had to wake up for high school, but it was early. You know the vibes. And my grandma would be up before me, before the sun come up. She'd be up in the kitchen making pies. What? Why are you up this early making, like, she ain't worked the whole day? Why'd you choose right now when everybody's asleep, when everybody passed out trying to get that sleep, to wake up? All you hear is pots and pans moving around in the kitchen and shit. You wake up to the smell of apple pie. I'm not complaining about that, but damn, it's early as hell. Well, I didn't like when she did that. I didn't like when my grandmother drove me to Hobby Lobby with her too when I was younger. I hated Hobby Lobby. Every time I walked in the Hobby Lobby as a kid, I got dizzy. I don't know what it is. I don't like the shit they have in there. It's not my type of. It's not my type of store. And I would try to sit in the car when she goes, "No, you're not staying in this hot car by yourself. Get on out of there." And then she goes straight to the fucking yarn aisle, looking at yarn and all these old picture frames and shit. I don't want to look at this. I don't want to be here right now. I could be home right now doing homework. But nah, I'm out here in Hobby Lobby of all places. But yeah, I started waking up early. I'll wake up at like between 9 and 10. I can't get up at like 7, 8. Nah, that's dead. When I was in college and I had those 8 a.m. classes, boy, I'll wake up, I'll look at my alarm. I got like 5 minutes before my alarm go off. I'll turn that shit off and just sleep. I couldn't do it, bro. Those 8 a.m. classes in college, I didn't even like going to the 9 a.m. class. And the thing is, bro, ooh, I hope my mom don't listen to this episode because I'm about to say some shit. I hope my mom don't listen to this episode. But uh whenever I was in college and I was staying with my mom worked at the plants. So she went to work at like 6 in the morning and I had 8 a.m. classes. And she would come home. She'd be like, "How was school? Did you go to class today?" I'd be like, "Yeah, mom, went to class." Blah, blah, blah. We had that little conversation. Hell no, I didn't go to those. Like, I would go to my afternoon classes, like, the 11 and shit like that. I could make those. But nah, I was not, for the most part, I did not like going to those 8 a.m. classes. I'll just get the notes from a classmate and look online. Because college, you can afford to miss a day or two because all the notes are online. High school, you miss one day in high school, boy, you like 3 exams behind. How the fuck y'all take all of these exams in one day? No, you couldn't miss a day in high. Like, I had perfect attendance all through school when I was in school. I don't give a fuck. Elementary, middle school, and high school. Because I knew how important it was to not miss a day. Even when you got ISI or detention, you were in school, you were caught up. But if your ass got suspended or you had to miss a day, that was your ass. So I tried my best. I even got a perfect attendance trophy. I was always there, bro, because I didn't like being pushed back. But in college, you can afford to miss. You can afford to miss days, unless it's like an exam day or some shit like that. But yeah, but now I'm starting to get used to getting up early. I'll get up early. I'll make like some eggs and waffles, put some bacon bits on a plate. Ooh. Then I'll go to the gym. I'll hit the gym up. And if I need to do like some grocery shopping or shit, I'll go to like, I don't know. I haven't been to Walmart in a minute, but I'll go to like Albertsons or some shit like that because Albertsons they be having that banana pudding. I can't go to Albertsons and not get banana pudding. I always got to stop at the deli and grab like a bowl of that shit. That's hitting. Hey, that's my recommendation for the day. If you never had banana pudding, boy, you are missing out on some good stuff right now. So yeah, go get that banana pudding. But yeah, in the morning, it's always old people walking around. It's no noise. I realized how peaceful it was. You go out in like the afternoon or something, it's all kind of shit going on. I drove out yesterday and I had a late afternoon going to work. I think I went into work at 1. Bro, it was so much shit going on. And it's not a long drive to work. It's like 7 minutes. I swear I saw like 5 cop cars speeding. I saw 2 fire trucks, cops posted up, 2 wrecks on the bridge. I'm like, damn, I ain't got to deal with this shit in the morning. In the morning, everything just flows nicely. In the afternoon, you got stuff popping off at every corner, bro. I don't like that. So yeah, I do everything I got to do in the morning. Go grab some breakfast. That McDonald's breakfast, those hot cakes, that's another recommend. I'm giving y'all some good recommendations right now. Hot cakes from McDonald's. Better than IHOP pancakes. I don't give a fuck nobody say. Those hot cakes from McDonald's are 10 times better than any pancake IHOP could ever make. And I had bad experience at IHOP. I never want to go to IHOP again. The last time I went to IHOP, co-workers were fighting, calling each other hands out. Hey, nigga, step outside. Nigga, I'm just waiting on my pancakes. They back in there in the kitchen fighting and shit. You got people complaining. The manager has no control over what's going on. This was the IHOP in Lake Charles, bro, in Louisiana. I swear, I'm not bullshitting. That was the last time I ever went to IHOP. I do straight Waffle House now. If I go to a burger spot, it's Waffle House. I don't mind Denny's. I'll mess some Denny's up. Denny's got those loaded nacho tots. It's an appetizer. It's like those big ass tots, tater tots. It got jalapenos on it, sour cream, and some other shit. And like I said, I'm giving y'all some classified stuff right now. Y'all need to go try all this stuff that I'm telling you about. So yeah, I think right now I'm drinking a Starbucks. See, I'm not used to waking up in the morning and getting Starbucks. I was supposed to be in the gym right now, but you ever been on your way to the gym and didn't realize your AirPods dead and they not charged, bro? So Right now, I'm letting my AirPods charge before I go to the gym, so I decided to hop on the podcast before I even fucking went to the gym. But yeah, let's get into the meat. On this episode, I'm basically gonna talk about. I'm gonna rank the Scream movie openings. They wanted me to do that. Some people wanted me to rank the Scream movie openings, so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna tell the story about the time me and the squad turned up in Houston. Oh, we got lit that night. We got stupid lit that night. And I'm gonna put y'all on some of the stuff that I like when I lived in Texas, some of the stuff I fell in love with that I didn't even know about before I moved to Texas. And then I went. So shit was hot. First of all, I want to talk about my homeboy Casey. Hey, I was thinking about this the other day. This dude Casey was the funniest dude in high school, bro. I know I was a class clown, but this man was a menace. He had a remote on his phone. I think we talked about this in the SmackDown Hotel episode. This man had a remote on his phone, and the teacher in I think it was history class, Miss Thibodeau, that was her name. Me, Orlando, and Casey had Miss Thibodeau class together. That's where they fucked up. You can't even put me and Casey in the same class together. You add Orlando to the mix, ooh, good luck. So it was me, Casey, and Orlando in the same class, and we always had to watch CNN. We didn't want to watch that shit. We never wanted to watch CNN. We had to watch that every Tuesday, I think it was. New episode dropped on Tuesdays. And she would turn TV on. And we had to watch that shit at the beginning or the end of class, something like that. This man Casey had a remote. He turned it off. He turned it off a lot. Nobody wanted to watch that. He did everybody a favor. And she would be confused. I don't think she ever found out that he was turning that TV off with that universal remote. That's hilarious. And this man would sit in the back of the class and eat pork rinds. And I know it's if you've never eaten pork rinds before, if you've never eaten pork, and like I said, if you want to know more about Casey, bro, go to the SmackDown Hotel episode. I got Casey on that episode. Casey's actually on 2 episodes. He's on the SmackDown Hotel and Table for 3. You can check those episodes out if you want to know more about Casey. But this man will sit in the back of the class and eat pork rinds. And like I said, if you've never eaten pork rinds, it makes the loudest crunch noise when you bite into it. I wish I had a bag. On one episode, I'm gonna like chew on pork rinds so you can hear how loud it is. It's the loudest crunch noise ever. This man was sitting in the back of the class. We'd all be taking a test. All of a sudden, we hear big ass pork rind being chewed. I'm sorry, though. I can't help but laugh when I think about this. This man, and like I said, I was a class clown. But this man Casey was another level. He had some kind of funny laugh. I'm gonna get Casey to do the laugh he always did. The next time I get him on the podcast, I'm gonna have bro do the next the funniest laugh ever. It would be like quiet in class, and he would hit like this kind of hillbilly deep ass laugh. You gotta hear it to believe how funny it is. You gotta hear it to believe. So I'm gonna get him on another episode so we can hear about that. But yeah, I just had to share that because I was thinking about that early when I was listening to one of the previous podcast episodes. I was thinking about some of the shit he did. And me and Casey actually jumped dating one time. We talked about that. It wasn't like a real jump, and it was a friendly jump. Caught him slipping outside the principal's office, took his jacket off, took his backpack off, and whooped his ass. And I don't know if Dayton listened to this podcast, but I'm pretty sure he remembers that shit vividly. That man, when he knew what was about to happen. As soon as we walked up, I don't know why he was lurking by the principal's office. This was class hours, I think. The bell had just rung. Everybody was going to class. He was lurking by himself in the hallway of the principal's office. You can't do that around us. You're gonna get caught. Took that man backpack off his jacket, gave him a good beating. Like I said, it was a friendly beating, but you get caught slipping. That's how it is. So it was funny as hell. It still is to this day. Hey y'all, so check this out. I ain't gonna lie. I did a haunted house on VR, and I'm gonna just say this right now. It's called. I forgot what it's called. If it pops up later, I'll let you know. But I was playing a haunted house on VR, and that shit is scarier than going to a real haunted house. I'm not bullshitting about this. Haunted house on VR is 10 times scarier than a haunted house in real life. And let me explain why. Because for the most part, when you go to a haunted house, you got to go with a group. You got to go with a group. So you see the shit that's happening in front of you, and it makes it less scary to you. The only thing that really scares me shitless, and this really chaps my ass, bro. This really chaps my cheeks. It's the windows. It be like little windows posted up on the wall, and shit jump out the windows. That's the shit that scares me the most. But for the most part, real life haunted houses, they are not scary to me because you go behind people and you see them get scared first, and you're like, okay, I know that's about to jump out. I know that's there. Like it would be more better if you could go with your own group, like at a time. But no, you gotta go behind another group. So like I said, you see them, you hear them screaming, you're like, oh, I know some shit about to pop out. I know last time I went, they had a big buff black dude with a chainsaw. He got so close to me, you could feel the heat from the chainsaw on your skin. I ain't gonna lie, that's the type of experience I expect out of a haunted house. I don't give a fuck. Nigga, you can stab me with a fake knife. I don't care. I paid money. I'm trying to get scared. I'm trying to sweat. I'm trying to run. I'm trying to get chased. I want somebody knife pointed at my neck. I want I want all that shit. I paid for the ticket. I better get that full experience. But now the haunted house on VR, it's called Affected. That's the name of it. Affected Dimension. So if you got an Oculus, you got a VR gaming system, go ahead on and download that. I think it's a free game, honestly. It might not be. It might be like 10 smackaroos. Yeah, it might be 10 smackaroos, something like that. But yeah, it's called Affected the Manor. And the thing is, with Haunted House VR, bro, you don't know what's about to happen. And it's like you really there. You can't run. Cause if you at home, you gonna smack into the wall or some shit. But nah, it gets dark. Shit just be popping out. So yeah, that's basically why you can't see other people getting scared on VR. It's just you by yourself. That's why it's scarier. So you don't know what's about to happen. And I was playing it the other day. I actually have a video on it on my gaming channel, which is Holodocious Vids, by the way. I'm plugging my game. I never plug my gaming channel. So this is that gaming channel plug right now. Holodocious Vids. If you want to go check that out. I do have the full video. It's like 25 minutes. I got the full video on YouTube. And you can see how scary it is. They got fucking demon babies on there. You got it looked like the nun, the evil nun. Hey, shout out to the nun. The nun dropping next week, I think. I will be there. I will be seated because I get free tickets every month on the 8th. And that's right when the movie drops. So I will be seated for The Evil Nun 2. They said that's the scariest movie in the Conjuring universe. I doubt that. I doubt that shit. Cause you gotta think about The Conjuring 2. The Conjuring 2 was some scary shit, dog. I remember watching that for the first time by myself in the dark. A candle was lit. That's the vibe. Hey, my homie shit on me all the time. Nigga, why you just chilling in the dark with a candle lit watching horror movies? Nigga, that's the vibe. What you mean, bro? That's the vibe. I don't care. I'm all about that spooky shit. That's why this is my favorite season of the year. I can't wait to hit up Spirit Halloween for the first time this year. Grab me another mask. I got a Ghostface mask, Freddy and Michael Myers. I got to add to the collection. You already know the vibes. Yeah. Now, what I was talking about, the VR. Yeah, so that's another plug right there. And that VR, like I said, it's demon babies, it's nuns on there, and you go through. It's not long though; it don't take long. So, but it's gonna give you some good scares though. I'm gonna give you a hint. Watch out for them windows, boy. The windows, boy. Them bats come flying out on your ass. You better. I advise you if you want some advice from a real G. Take a dump before you play the game, just in case. Just in case, just go. You don't even have to do it. You go sit on the toilet and just make sure everything is out before you play the game. That's how scary it is. So that's my advice for that VR game. It's way scarier than going to a real haunted mansion. Put that on my mama. And I'm gonna do a real quick plug for the podcast. I was looking at the analytics. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Podcast reaching those countries right now. I'm gonna read a list of the countries that the podcast have reached. Obviously, the United States. Bro, I got a good audience in India. Hey, shout out to India. If you are listening to this shit in India, I love you. Because no matter what I do, I always have India on my geographic location list. Like videos, the podcast, and it's not just a little audience. No, it's a nice size audience in India that's listening to the podcast. So shout out to India. I'm gonna take a vacation there. I might be the new modern day Maharaja. So if you're listening in India, shout out to you guys. Thanks for listening to the podcast. Next on the list is Canada. Canada, Canada, I love Canada. I've never been to Canada, but I love Canada. I don't know what it is I love about Canada. That might be because that's where Drake is from, and that's one of my favorite rappers. Who else is from Canada that I know? Ryan Reynolds. The Raptors. Fuck the Raptors. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, damn, it slipped out. I don't like. I'm a Bulls fan, so I don't really mess with the Raptors or any of the other teams in the East. So surely you can understand that. France, yes, France. The podcast reached France, so shout out to France. What do I like about France? Fish and chips. Y'all got those fish and chips out there? Is that where fish and chips originated? That's I could be fucking this up. Uh oh, thanks for giving us the French kiss. Oh, I really appreciate that. I really appreciate y'all inventing the French kiss. I'm pretty sure on behalf of all Americans, thank you, France, for the French kiss. We appreciate that. Austria. I'm gonna be honest, I know absolutely nothing about Austria. I didn't even know Austria was a country. But shout out to the podcast Reach Austria. Thank you for listening. And last but not least, Australia. Australia, don't take this the wrong way. Please don't take this the wrong way. But Australia is the one country I am perfectly fine with never visiting. I never wanted to visit Australia. You know how much shit they got running loose out there? I saw a tweet. It was a 6-foot python slithering through the suburbs from tree to tree on somebody's roof. No, thank you. Fuck that. Y'all can keep that. Every time Australia pops up on my timeline, it's some kind of big ass animal that's roaming free out there. I'm cool. I'm cool. I don't really know the history of Australia. From what I understand, Australia broke away from something back like a million something years ago or whatever, and became its own little whatever. And all the animals took refuge over there. From my understanding, that's what happened, and that's why they got all this crazy wildlife out there. No, I'm good. I'm good. You see how big those kangaroos are? Every kangaroo out there built like Brock Lesnar. No bullshit. Kangaroo snap your peel your wig back and throw you in tall grass. Nobody ever see you again. No, I'm good. All those freaking you go to the gym and see those kangaroos lifting. Nah, fam. Fuck that. But yeah, shout out to all these countries, man. I really appreciate the love, especially India, because like I said, no matter what I do, they always listening in India. So they love me out there, and I love y'all. So I got to visit. But we're gonna get some more countries on the list soon. Hopefully, we can reach some more countries so this podcast can really go global. That's the vibe right there. I'm trying to go global. I'm trying to be Mr. Worldwide. But we'll see. We shall see. But speaking of places that I love, besides India, even though I've never been, Texas. I know I talk about Texas a lot because Texas introduced me to a lot of shit that I like right now. And I came up with like a little short list of some of the things that I love in Texas. First of all, I never heard of any of these things before I moved to Texas, bro. I don't know. I didn't know what none of this was. Whataburger. Ooh. Boy, Whataburger. When I first moved to Texas, I had always knew Whataburger. Like I had always heard of it, but I never had it because I live in Louisiana. Ain't got that shit out here. I think they actually got one right now in Sulphur or Moss Bluff? I'm not driving all the way over there to go to fucking Whataburger. When I lived in Texas, Whataburger was right by my apartment, bro. Right there. I could walk there. But it was yeah, I had that sweet and spicy bacon burger. I take off the onions though. I take off the onions and the mustard. I don't eat mustard. I'll settle for onions on, I like chives. Chives are basically green onions. I put chives on anything. But nah, I don't like mustard. If you eat mustard, you nasty as hell to me. I don't even like the smell of it. So yeah, I just get the bacon, the mayo, and the sauce, whatever the sweet and spicy sauce, whatever they slap on it. I eat that. But yeah, Whataburger was the main thing. I didn't eat it a lot, but sometimes late at night, whenever you got that tingle in your loins, and you don't feel like going in the kitchen and whipping nothing up. Whataburger right there. It's open 24 hours, I think, so it's right there, and you can just go grab something. They got those honey butter chicken biscuits. Oh Lord have mercy. Ooh yeah, those honey butter chicken biscuits be hitting. Yeah. So yeah, if you haven't tried that, the honey butter chicken biscuit and the sweet and spicy bacon burger, and they big too. They not no damn little mini 2-bite burger. This shit gonna take you like a good 10 bites. So yeah, I recommend that. Number 2 on the list of things I fell in love with when I went when I moved to Texas was boba. I had never knew about boba tea until I went to Texas. I forgot the place that we would go to. Me and some of my coworkers at the time. We would go to damn, what's the name of the boba spot out there in the Woodlands? Oh, that's it. Kung Fu Tea. So if you ever in the Woodlands area, spring, go to Kung Fu Tea, rack up some boba. And also there's the boba shop. The boba shop is in Spring, right across the street from that water park, Splash Town, Hurricane Harbor. It's right on the other side, the boba shop. It's right by like La Quinta. And the only reason I know about it at first because after the hurricane, I was hotel jumping and I stayed at the La Quinta behind the boba shop. And we would always go to the boba shop, get boba in the morning, go back to the hotel room, watch Sports Center, drink the motherfucking boba. It was lit. I miss those days. But yeah, boba, HEB. Here everything's bussing. HEB got everything, boy. I guess HEB would be what Market Basket out here, but like 10 times better. HEB got everything you can think of. And on Sundays, oh bro, I ain't gonna lie. On Sunday, on football Sunday, oh I was really living the life. I can't wait to do this shit again. I'm gonna do this out here in Louisiana too. I ain't really tripping. I'm gonna do my thing, but my routine, I wake up in the morning, brush my teeth. I might take a little shower, a little something, wash my hair when I did have it. And, and I would go to HEB because they would be outside boiling crawfish. And as soon as I walked up there, it was a nigga. It was a black dude. And he was from Louisiana. So I knew the crawfish was going to be busting immediately. So yeah, on Sundays, I would go there in the afternoon, grab some crawfish, go back to the crib, and watch football. Bro, I was living the life, bro. I don't give a damn. That's the life right there. Spicy ass crawfish, potatoes, corn, and all that. Watching football on the sun. Oh, bro, I don't think it gets any better than that, bro. And we right by football season again. Ooh, yeah. So it's lit. I look forward to it. I'm gonna be doing that again. I know they got that honeybee ham out here. So yeah, HEB was another thing I fell in love with out there, bro. And like I said, all this stuff was by my apartment, so I never had a far drive when I went to these places. So far we got Whataburger, Boba, and HEB. Also on the list, crepes. I think that's how you pronounce it. Is it crepe or crepe? I don't know, but crepes. Shout out to Sweet Paris. They already know. I always got that chicken crepe. Crepe. I'm gonna just say crepe. I went get those chicken. Is it crepe? Fuck it. I'm gonna say crepe then. I always got those crepes, and it's Sweet Paris. And if you ever in the Woodlands, I'm plugging Sweet Paris on Market Street. Go shout out to Market Street too. That's why I worked when I went out there. I worked at Nike on Market Street. So shout out to my Nike squad out there, man. Those some good times working with those people at Nike. And it was on Market Street, and Sweet Paris. Market Street got everything. Market Street got all kind of stores and shopping. They got Tommy Bahama, Gucci. They got and like I said, Sweet Paris. They got Potbelly. Potbelly is like what Quiznos or like a Subway or something like that. You go in there, tell them what you want, make that sandwich. They whip it up. And I was a regular, and I was really a regular in Sweet Paris. I got that chicken crepe. So crepes, whatever you want to call it. That's another thing. Whataburger, boba, HEB, crepes. And the old people, last but not least, the old people in the Woodlands were a vibe. The old people in the Woodlands were a vibe. And like I said, I would wake up early in the morning and go walk my dog at the waterway. That's where I went running. I remember one day I ran 10 miles at the waterway. It's not because I wanted to run 10 miles. You never plan to run 10 miles. But when you got that type of scenery and you got, the vibes out there, you just want to keep running. You don't want to stop. I mean, obviously you're going to stop for a little minute, but other than that, the vibes are spectacular, immaculate. And, it'll be old people out there walking. Like I said, old people move around early in the morning. They like to get shit done in the morning. And one day there was this old lady walking her dog and I was walking mine. She came on side of me, asked me what kind of dog I got and shit. It was like small talk. And then we sat down. I wasn't expecting the conversation to go on this long. We sat on the bench and then she started telling me about like her family, her personal family shit that was going on. And I didn't know how to react to it. I'm like, okay, should I feel good that she feel comfortable enough already to tell me this shit? Or Should I feel weird that she's telling me this when we just met this old lady? I don't even know her name. But for the sake of this, I'm gonna just say Muriel. That's a good old lady name. So Muriel was telling me how I'm not gonna tell you her business or nothing like that, but she was just telling me like the shit that was going on in her family with her grandkids, and her daughter and her fiance and stuff like that. And we were vibing. Like I said, the old people, they always held doors open for me. And it's a bunch of rich white people in the Woodlands, and I never experienced any racism. Well, I think I did. I think I might have experienced racism one time. But if those people in the Woodlands were racist, they kept that shit on the down low. They didn't make it obvious, which I don't care. If you racist, keep that shit to yourself. I don't care if you are racist, but don't make it obvious. I don't care. So yeah, that was the thing. I think I was working at Nike one day, and this old man. Well, he wasn't old. I forgot what he. Oh, he asked me to go if he could try on a pair of shoes, and I'm like, I bet I'll go grab them. What size you need, cut? So I went. I handed him the box, and I didn't like to stand by people when they tried on shoes. I thought that was awkward. Like, give them space and let them try on shoes. So I walked off, and I tried to help him out. I was like, okay, did they fit well? And he was like, nah, I want somebody else to help me. I'm like, I bet. And one of the managers was right there. Jameer, my boy Jameer, was behind the register. And he was looking confused. He was like, y'all good? And then the man was like, nah, he just threw the box at me when he gave me the box. He threw the box, like, it was a white man, obviously. He threw the box at me, and then he walked off and never checked on me. First of all, I didn't throw the box. I set the box down in your hands. Jameer knew that because he was standing right there. But I think that was just, oh man, I'm about to fuck this black guy's day up. That's what I think that was. I think that was the only time I experienced, because I honestly didn't do anything wrong. But he was on my ass that day. He didn't even want my help no more. But it is what it is. That man was, I don't know if he was on some shit or what. But I think that was the only time I low key, I'm not going to even say it was racism, but that's the only time I think I experienced racism out there. But the Woodlands is a good place. Like I said, for the most part, the old people out there, pretty suave. And they be vibing. I like it. H Town Down. That's what the squad, that was the last time me and the squad got lit. And like I said, I was living in the Woodlands. Kendall and Orlando came from Austin. And they all wanted to get lit in Houston. So I was like, okay, I'm the closest to Houston. Honestly, Marquez was, but he had roommates and shit. I lived by myself, so it was better if everybody came to my place. Orlando and Kendall came from Austin. Marquez came from a little further down in Houston. And we was about to get lit. We went to Spire. We went to the Spire nightclub. And the thing is with Spire, it might not look lit when you walk in, but at 2 a.m., ooh, it gets jumping. Yeah. It gets jumping at 2 a.m. because they open the hip hop room. And I'm gonna tell you about my squad. Orlando not really a drinker. He will drink, but I'm not really a drinker. Me and Orlando are the ones in the group that don't really drink that much. Kendall will drink. I don't know. I think he's a light drinker, but that night he got stupid lit. Marquez kind of like a sip person. You feel what I'm saying? He'll sip, let it tickle his loins. Then he'll feel something. But it was four of us. We went to the Spire nightclub, and I didn't like it. No, I liked it when they opened the hip hop room, but I didn't like what they did before we went in. They violated us. And if you a guy and you party in Houston, you know what I'm talking about. They violate you. They violate every guy before. It's the big buff ass security guards when you in line waiting to go in. They pat down your sack. They pat down your ass cheeks. They feel on your ding-a-ling. They do. I'm not exaggerating, bro. They do this before you go in the club, and I understand. I don't like it, obviously. But it's better than having that shit shot up. So yeah, they grab your ass. I'm not like I'm gonna hide a gun in my ass cheeks, bro. They do this in front of the hoes. They do this in like everybody in line watching, bro. Oh, I hated this, boy. Yeah, and I didn't know what they did because all right, Marquez was first in line, and he go up there, and the security guard tell him to turn around. he stayed. He started on his back, on his shoulders. He started moving his hands down. I'll never forget the look on Marquez's face when he grabbed his ass, bro. Cause we sitting there looking like, damn, we next. Shit was crazy, bro. So yeah, I was next in line. I walked up there nervous as hell. I'm like, man, I don't want big ass black dude about to be grabbing all on my genitals and shit. Man, I don't like this. But I understand. Man, grab. All of us had to go through it. So yeah. Other than that, after we went in the club, immediately Kendall ordered drinks. I'm like, oh, this motherfucker about to get stupid lit. It's like 11 right now. And, we was going to ease our way into it. But Kendall went straight to the bar and started taking, getting drinks. And I'm like, man, I ain't about to be no bitch tonight. I'm about to, what you fuck you mean, cuz? I'm about to drink too. I'm not about to be no bitch. Kendall already drinking. I'm not going to let Kendall drink by himself. Orlando was in the club with a big ass boot on because he hurt his foot. He hurt his foot playing basketball. So I had to let him borrow my doctor prescribed boot from when I fractured my foot playing basketball in high school. So yeah, this man in the club with a big ass boot on his foot. Can't even get lit. But he was there vibing, so that's all you can ask for. So yeah, me and Kendall at the bar, right? We talking to the hostess. We doing our thing. She pouring us some drinks. Kendall take a shot. I take a shot. Kendall finish a drink. I finish mine too, bitch. Kendall finish another one. All right. I finished the next one a little slower, but I finished that one too. Kendall get to his third one. I'm like, all right, you got to slow down. You got to slow this shit down. Marquez on his first one. He's sipping his first one. He's not even halfway done. We already on drink number 3. Orlando has no drinks. So me and Kendall are the ones that's really getting lit right now. And some guy offered to buy me and Kendall more drinks. I don't know what was wrong with this dude, but he was hyped. Fuck. He was like, hey, let's go to the bar. I'm going to buy both of y'all motherfuckers drinks. It was a white dude, too. He was lit. I was like, oh, bet. Shit, say less. So we went to the bar. Dude got us some drinks. And then they opened the hip-hop room at 2 a.m. And we got stupid lit. Me and Kendall was in the middle of the pack. We in the middle of the dance floor. Every song that come on, me and Kendall jumping, sweating buckets. I swear, bro. We was lit. And Marquez was the type of guy, he'll pop up in the dance circle every now and then he'll fade back to the back and sip some more of his drink. That's the type of guy Marquez is. He more chill. Orlando, the only thing he worrying about is talking to females. That's the vibe. That's the time in Orlando be on. Orlando be trying to see if he can pull something, and do your thing. When I go to the club, I'm not trying to see what I can pull. I'm trying to dance, nigga. I'm trying to get lit. You feel what I'm saying? I'm trying to. That's the type vibe me and Kendall was on. Orlando posted up in the corner, trying to see what girls he can talk to. Marquez just kind of doing his own thing, sipping his drink. Me and Kendall sweating like slaves. Me and Kendall in the middle of the dance floor. I got videos from this night, bro. It was like a mosh pit. It was like a mosh pit, bro, but it wasn't a mosh pit. You feel what I'm saying? It was just everybody in one area just jumping up and down the dance, getting lit to the music. At one point, my phone fell out of my pocket. I was jigging. Everybody, you know how whenever you in the middle of the dance circle, yeah, oh shit, everybody hyping them up. I hear my boys in the background. I'm like, and it make you go harder whenever you dancing in the middle of the circle and you hear your boys in the background. Oh, fuck it up, and then you see everybody recording and shit. You're like, oh shit, I'm about to turn up. Nigga, I start patting my pockets, my phone going. I'm like, hold on. But the thing is, everybody's still hyping me up. They're like, oh, I'm like, wait, let me find my phone first. Luckily, some girl had it. Some girl was holding on to my phone, so thank goodness. And then she patted me on my back while I'm looking on the floor for my shit. And everybody's still hyping me up. I don't even think they realized that I'm looking for my phone, but I think she did. So thank goodness she was cool enough to give me my phone back. And so I gave my phone to Orlando since he wasn't dancing with that big ass boot on. So I gave my phone to Orlando to put in his pocket. And I just finished the night. Fuck it. Me and Kendall was vibing. But yeah, that was the night, dog. That was the last time me and the squad hung out. We went to Spire, and I think we went eat. It was damn Bombshells. We went to Bombshell. Usually me and my squad in Texas, we would go to Twin Peaks. That's our spot. That's the hot spot right there. But this night we went to Bombshells. It wasn't my regular squad that I go out with. These were like my day ones. And, we went to Bombshells that night, ate some food, danced. You got girls coming up to the table, putting their numbers on papers. I put that shit in my pocket and I never call girls when they give me their number. When I'm out, they'll write their number down sometimes and they'll, slide it to me. And, I was chilling with the homie. Some girl came up, slid her number to me. She was like, you gonna call me? I was like, bet. Bro, I don't even remember her name, bro. I threw that shit in the garbage. Bitch, I'm not here for this. I'm here to enjoy my time with my friends. You feel what I'm saying? Like I'm saying, I don't mind, that just, know what I'm saying? I'll slide your number in my pocket, but it's not gonna make it out the door. It's not gonna make it out the door, sweetheart. So yeah, and it's not just me playing hard to get, bro. I just be vibing. I'll be worrying about that other shit. I'm just trying to enjoy the moment, bro. I ain't trying to worry about no other outside stuff that's going on right now. Now, if I'm like at a bar or something like that, that's different. But if I'm eating out with my gang, nah, don't come fuck the vibe up. Don't fuck the vibe up. Not while we eating. At least wait till we about to walk out. But yeah, that was the vibe that night, man. It was lit. That was the last. Then we went back to my crib. Marquez was trying to leave, but I was like, nah, you staying. We don't never get the squad over like this, so you staying tonight, nigga. And I blew up an air mattress. Orlando slept on one couch. Kendall slept on another couch. Marquez slept on the air mattress, and I slept in my bed in the room. And then Marquez left in the middle of the night, and Orlando left in the morning. No, Orlando left with Marquez in the morning. Kendall stayed behind. I actually have a picture. When I walked into the living room, Kendall was still in his shoes and his jeans. That's how drunk he got the night before. You got fucked up when you sleep in your jeans and your shoes. You don't take none of that off. This man was asleep with his legs hanging off the couch with a blanket over his face. I was like, my boy got lit. I'm so proud of my boy Kendall. My boy got stupid because usually Kendall like the more chill one in the group. Kendall like the more chill one. Him and Marquez are the two chill ones. Orlando's the adventurous one. Orlando just likes to go out and do shit. You know, and I'm like the one that just, I'd rather chill at home, watch a movie or something. But, that one night we all decided to go out and it was a vibe. We was just playing the Switch. And, Kendall stayed a little bit longer and then he drove. And that was the last time the squad hung out. H-Town down. That was the last original squad trip. And don't get me twisted. We planning some more now. I ain't gonna lie. We got some more trips coming up that we gonna do. I know me and some of my other squad, we planning to go to damn. I forgot what it's called. It'll come to me later though. I forgot what the place is called. Somewhere in South America. But yeah, more trips are on the way. But that was the last time me and my day ones got together. It's always a vibe with those guys. I think Kobe Bryant's birthday was recently, and it brought me to the time where Kobe died. And Edge, and if you don't know Edge, if you a fan of the old school wrestling like me and my cousin are, and we still watch wrestling today. I don't give a fuck. And Edge was he one of the greats, man. Edge had to retire in 2011 because of a bad neck injury. And bro, for all the wrestling fans, that was a tough one. We never thought Edge would come back ever because he had neck fusion surgery. And bro, you just can't wrestle after that, bro. It's one of those bad neck surgeries that's terrible. And he retired in 2011, shortly after WrestleMania. Bro got in the ring where everybody was crying and shit, and he retired. And it was 9 years had passed, and then 2020 came around. Oh my goodness. Kobe died and Edge came back in the same day. Me and my cousin were going to the Royal Rumble. We were there when Edge came back, but we were chilling at the hotel that morning when we found out Kobe died. And it low-key fucked it up. We still wanted to enjoy, the Royal Rumble. We didn't know Edge was coming back though. I think we might have heard like some little low rumors, but you never believe that shit though. Like when you had the type of injury he had, you like, bro, he's not coming back, bro. If he come back, he's not gonna come back to wrestle. You never believe he's gonna come back to wrestle. So, we were chilling in the hotel room and I was scrolling on Twitter, which is X now, and I was scrolling on Twitter and I saw a post from TMZ. And sometimes you don't know if TMZ bullshit or not. It said Kobe Bryant has died in a helicopter crash. I told my cousin Lee, he was sitting on his side of the room. I was sitting on my side of the room. And we were watching the football. What's the All-Star game for football called, bro? It's ass, by the way. Not it's not the All-Star game. What is it? Oh, the Pro Bowl. Yeah, it's called a Pro Bowl, which is unwatchable. But we had it on that day, and they announced it at the Pro Bowl. I was like, oh shit, it's real. It's real. That was the day, bro. I remember this like it was yesterday, bro. It was the same day as the Royal Rumble. It's crazy. Me and my cousin could not believe Kobe died, bro. That shit hit us. That was one of my favorite players. I think that was, one of most people's favorite players, honestly. So yeah, we found that out. So we got to deal with this, and we got to get ready for the Royal Rumble. So we dealing with this, and then it come time for the Royal Rumble. And like I said, we had no idea Edge was coming back. No idea. So we sitting, we at the Royal Rumble, right? We got good seats too. We got some magnificent seats. We could see everything perfectly. And the thing is, there's 30 people in a Royal Rumble match. This man Edge came out at the most random number. He came out at 21. 21, bro. I'm telling you, when we heard that music hit, the place erupted. If you watch the video on YouTube, go to YouTube and look up Edge Returns Royal Rumble 2020. We was there, and if you hear how loud it got on that video, it's nothing compared to how it was in person. I'm telling you, bro, the roof almost blew. It was Minute Maid Park. We were at Minute Maid Park in Houston, Royal Rumble 2020. The roof blew off the place, bro. The place was shaking. You had people crying. Edge was even crying when he walked out. Go look at the video. You will see the look in his eyes, bro. Bro was crying. I'm pretty sure bro never thought he was going to be able to come back. And he did, bro. He came back, was handing out spears. Everybody was getting speared. I'm like, damn, this is crazy. You know how many emotions we went through that day? Kobe died, and then Edge come back after 9 years. That's a day. That's one of those days you just never forget as long as you live. That shit happened in the same day. What's the odds of that? And I think I'm grateful that we got that Edge moment before the pandemic, because the pandemic happened like a couple months after that. Probably not even probably less than that. Everything was shut down, so we got to experience that moment right before the pandemic started. Because the Royal Rumble was in January. I don't remember the exact month everything shut down, but it wasn't long after that. So yeah, we got that one last moment before everything got shut down. So that's what it was like, bro. The emotions were flying crazy that day. The day that Kobe died and Edge came back, man, emotions were all over the place. Motherfucker was sad and then happy, and then when you get back to the hotel room, you remember that Kobe died, and now you feeling fucked up again. But then you happy because fucking Edge came back, and you're like, damn, I don't know what to feel right now. But yeah, that's my cousin Malik could tell you, boy, that day was something. And next, before I rank the Scream movie openings to close out the show, I want to do some cool things for this podcast. First of all, I want to get some sponsorship. Second of all, I want to do like people that are local around here that do music, that have some kind of thing that they got, whether they do YouTube videos, anything. People that are local, I want to play their music on this podcast. Some episodes, I want them. I'm a plug. We're gonna do some collabs for this podcast because, like I said, I got the platform already, and I feel like it'll be a good chance for other people to get noticed, especially like people that do music and shit. So eventually, we'll get to that point, and new cover art is coming soon. Because like I said, I kind of always wanted to be a radio host in the back of my mind, so I feel like that'll give me that type of vibe. So like any like local musicians or people that have some kind of talent, they just trying to get a bigger audience. We'll make it happen. We'll get it popping. I feel like this podcast can be a good gateway for some people to get some exposure. So we got that lined up. That's in the works. I'm plotting that out. But a new cover art is coming soon. I got my guy Nick in the UK that's gonna whip me up new cover art, because the one I got now is fucking generic. I did this on the app. That shit it's good for the name of the podcast, Ghosts and Jokes. It matches the podcast, but I want something more graphic. I want something better than that. So eventually, soon, you'll be expecting a new cover art for the podcast. Now the Scream movie openings. Last but not least, I don't care. I love Scream. And my mom's so disrespectful. Cause I got a Scream tattoo on my arm. I mean, one day me and my mom were talking and Scream came up and she said, I don't see how you watch that shit. My mom said Scream is stupid. I said, nah, bitch. No, I'm just saying. I didn't say that. Nah, ain't no way. But I couldn't believe it though. My mom's so disrespectful for that. But yeah, the Scream movie Scream has the most iconic openings of any horror. Like they always got the best openings. And Scream has 6 movies right now. I'm not a huge fan of the newer movies, but that classic trilogy, bro. Ooh, I love it. I love it. So the Scream movie openings. First of all, the best Scream movie opening is the first one. Yes, the best Scream. I mean, it's no surprise. uh, that this is the answer. It's just it's iconic. You know, you got a girl at home at night making popcorn, getting ready to watch a horror movie. She gets a call from the killer. Don't know it's the killer. He playing like it's a guy that want to take her out on a date, and they join it up, and he ends up killing her boyfriend while he's tied to a chair and shit like that. And they have a whole conversation, and he plays a game with her. Man, if I'm pretty sure y'all have seen it, y'all have seen it, and I think that's the most iconic. Drew Barrymore was outstanding in that opening. I think that's the most iconic opening to a horror movie ever. Yes, I said it. Scream, the first Scream movie is the most iconic opening to a movie of all time. And that's the best in the Scream franchise by far. The second best opening in the Scream franchise is the third one. I don't give a damn what nobody say. It is the third one. And the reason why, because they killed Cotton fucking Weary in the first one. And Cotton Weary was one of the main focal points of the first two movies. Maybe not the first one as much, but definitely the second one. He was the main character. He was the hero in the second one. And they killed him at the beginning of the third one. And that was basically them saying, like, oh, yeah, this is the trilogy. Anybody can die in this shit. We killing Cotton freaking Weary. Oh, no, yeah. Anybody about to get it. That was saying, oh, yeah, Ghostface not playing around in this movie. He came out hot. So, yeah, the first movie and then the third movie. That's top two right there. The third best opening in the Scream franchise is the second one. And a lot of people are going to say this is the first one. I think a lot of people rank this as the first best opening. It's the movie theater opening. When, the girl gets killed in the theater with surrounded by a bunch of Ghostface masks because they're watching Stab. And Stab was a movie based off of the original Scream. Like, it's the movie version of Scream in the movie, if you get what I'm saying. And she got stabbed and sliced in front of everybody, but nobody knew it was real. So yeah, she stood in front of the screen and died. The guy died in the bathroom, got stabbed in the head. So yeah, that's another classic one, man. So yeah, those are the top three: 1, 3, and 2. That's the order we in right now. Number 4 is Scream 4. Scream 4 is the best. I mean, it's the fourth best Scream opening in the franchise because you think it's really happening, and then boom, it's a movie. It's kind of like extended. It has 3 different openings. That's what's so unique about it. Scream 4 has 3 different openings. And that part with old girl in the last part of the opening when old girl was trying to crawl through over under that garage and Scream shut the garage door and that shit crushed her back. I feel it every time I watch it. I feel it every time I watch it. Then he sliced her up like Wonder Bread. And Scream 4 actually has the most gruesome kill in the Scream franchise. When Olivia got sliced up and then the camera cut to her intestines on the outside of her body. Ooh. Yeah. That's horror right there. That is horror. It's always the fine girls in the movies that get the worst death. Olivia got the worst death by far in the franchise to me. In Scream 4. And the fifth best, I'm not really a huge fan. Everything after 4, the 2 movies after 4, I'm not really a huge fan of. But I had a lot of fun with the 6th. I did not like the 5th Scream. I didn't like I wasn't a fan of the 5th one. I think that's the least. Shout out to Jenna Ortega. She does what she does, but it's my least favorite. So number 5, the 5th best Scream opening is Scream 6, and it was something. A girl professor went into a dark alley to follow a guy to go meet a guy she never met before in person. Like, come on now, you gotta make us believe shit. That's not believable. She walked into the alley, and then the guy that killed her got killed in his apartment, and that was the opening. So I mean, it is what it is. And then obviously the worst one is Jenna Ortega. Nobody even died in the opening of Scream 5. You can't have a Scream opening and nobody die. That was Scream 5. Jenna Ortega survived that shit. So that made me right off the bat, oh, this Scream gonna be weak. And he was. They had some good kills and shit like that, but if you can't kill nobody in the opening, you're not believable right off the bat. So there it is. Then we got 1, 3, 2, 4, 6, 5. Those are my Scream movie opening rankings. And Scream 7 just got announced. Hopefully they can get Nev Campbell back. They have to, bro. I feel like because Christopher Landon is directing this one, and that's the same guy that directed Happy Death Day and Freaky. I love the Happy Death Day movies. Freaky was pretty good too. So we'll see. I think he got an interesting story. He seems excited about it, so that's what's up. You love to see it. So Scream 7 is in the works. So we excited about that. But yeah, those are my Scream movie rankings. That's definitely my favorite horror franchise. But that'll do it for this episode of Ghosts and Jokes. You know the vibes. My AirPods are done charging. I'm about to go to the gym and pump hella iron. And I'm about to hit the treadmill and break a sweat. Much to look forward to. Thank you guys for listening. Shout out to all the countries that we've reached, especially India. You know I got love, just like y'all got love for me. But that'll do it. I'm gonna head to the gym. Stay tuned for the next episode coming soon. Holodocious out.